Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to talk about, well, an update on these things right here, these boots right here. And we're going to clean them up. Be right back with you. Welcome back again to the channel, everybody. And before we get started, I appreciate it if you subscribe to my channel, share with your friends and enemies, give me a thumbs up, leave a comment down below, let me know what you think. Okay, so these I've had for, well, roughly 6 months now. The Backcountry, I guess it's been 6 months, been since the summer. I got these right here, and I've had these right here less time, probably since November, I would say. So these are a bit less time, but I've been wearing them pretty balanced, actually. I did a vacation with this pair right here. Now, these are let me introduce what they are. This is the Russell Moccasin PH Safari. It's a premier, what they call a premier build, actually. It's a special made for me. And, well, they got it wrong size-wise. It's about a half a size to a full size too big. And these right here are the Backcountries. And the sizing, my mistake, I would say, because I gave them my normal size. Well, the normal sizes are about a whole size too big. I'm roughly about a 10.5, and these right here are 11.5s. And these right here, I ordered these right here at a size 10.5, and they sent them to me a size 11, 11.5. Does it make a big difference? It does. Uncomfortably so. I mean, I'm not uncomfortable in them. It's just that these boots right here, I can only wear them with some really heavy duty socks in the wintertime. And these boots right here, yeah, it's medium weight socks. And these are light, super lightweight boots right here. I mean, these are probably the lightest pair of boots I've ever had in my life. Very, very comfortable, but it's just a little bit too much size in it. And what it causes is that when you walk around, it tends to thump as you walk. Because your sole of your foot arrives before the rest of your foot does, and that's a little bit. And you move around in them a lot. Now these right here, these PHs right here, they're a little bit odd because it's not too easy to get your foot in them because they're sewn up to the very top. These boots are a very thin ankle area, I would say, or the foot area right here in the middle part of the boot right here. And then once you get in them, they're cut quite wide. And this I don't understand. They're actually too wide to wear. Now, if they weren't so wide, they might be much more comfortable, I would say, wearing them. Now, I've not had any blisters for these right here or anything like that. It's just that they just don't, they're just not right. The size isn't, and it's really frustrating because, I've made several videos now featuring these boots. And although Russell Moccasin has reached out to me, they asked me for my email. I've never heard anything from them since, so I guess they're a busy bunch altogether. But anyway, it is what it is. If I could do all over again, I would still order them, but I would order them, make sure that they were a full size smaller than what I normally wear. And look, I've been wearing 11.5s for a long time, and all my 11.5s, I don't have any problem. These right here, though, is a completely different ball game. And these are a pair of boots that I saved up for a long time, which is also a little bit frustrating, I would say. And I live in Europe, so I can't, it costs $60 just to send them to me, plus another, I don't know how much in taxes, TVA, and then I turn around and have to send them back. That would have been very expensive. It would have really increased the price of what these boots are. Are they worth the price? They are. They're very, very good quality boots. I mean, the super quality is the quality of them is just on another level. And I've got a lot of boots. These right here are a very good quality pair of boots. But their sizing is off, and Russell Moccasin should fix that. Not with a small disclaimer in the bottom when you're getting them. They should fix this in their sizing altogether. And I don't understand why they allowed that to happen. That's my only negative side with Russell Moccasins, because you are paying a premier fee for these boots. They're expensive. They cost over $600 a pair, and then you get them and they don't fit. And if you're international, it's really tough. But besides all that, they are. I mean, I can wear these right here in the wintertime, although they're not the greatest because of the sizing. And these right here, I can wear them in the summertime. But like I said, they'd be a lot better if they weren't so wide. I would say the cut of them, because I mean you can actually see where my foot is actually molded into it already. You can see, and then there's a good, I would say a good inch of extra room in the front. But the biggest problem is not that. The biggest problem is the width. I mean, I don't understand how they have this cut. And how they make cutting them so wide. This I don't understand. Anyway, that's my only problem with Russell moccasins. I tried many years ago. Like I said, it took me. This is 13 years of me trying to get these boots, saving up the money, kind of like that, and early 13 years ago when I was ready to order the first pair, which actually was going to be a pair of Backcountry, I had measured my foot out, because it was all special order. You couldn't order just a pair of made, it all made to fit. You couldn't order a pair that was on the rack, off the rack, so to say. And so I'd gone through all that, sent it to them, and then of course they've changed ownership, this kind of stuff too. So there's a lot of growing pains, a lot of things going on there. But anyway, it is what it is. But am I going to be mean or bad or whatever to Russell Moccasin? Not at all. Do I wish they'd try to help me fix this? Sure. Even if it was to just send me a smaller pair of these right here, I would be happy. Okay, because I do like these boots. They're a little bit heavier than I would prefer, but they're very comfortable, very nice boots. Can you wear them in the summertime? I really can't. They're just too warm for the summertime. But because they are double vamped, but they are super comfortable. These right here, on the other hand, man, these are the most comfortable pair of boots I've ever put on my feet when it comes to, except for the width, but everything else about them is very, very nice. And it does get to where you can get your foot in here much easier after some time. They do form to you, so it's just the growing pains in the beginning, but it is what it is. I could live in these boots right here. They're so comfortable, just to tell you. But anyway, I'm going to clean these for the first time, these pairs of boots right here for the first time today. I'm going to use some saddle soap. I'm going to brush them off and saddle soap them. And I'm going to do one of them just to give you an idea of how to clean your boots off, this kind of stuff like that. So I'm going to put these aside. Matter of fact, I'm going to put all these aside except for this left pair here. And the first thing we're going to want to do is get the laces out of them. Now, you can go to some channels where people are actually doing this. This is what they do. They clean boots, they shine boots, kind of like that. But this is my channel, and one of the first things I have to do, I inspect the laces to make sure that they don't have any tears in them, or where you have the inner liner popping out, those white threads. So I check that out. I remember in the Army, very similar, if not the same. Threads. The problem, these are just brown, and I love the brown color. But anyway, these are in very good shape. They're not that old, and I'll just set them aside over here in the front. You won't be able to see them, but they're there. And then I'll get to, and there's no liner to take out of these boots. These boots right here have a built-in liner in them, and it forms with your foot very quickly, very, very comfortable. That's one thing I can tell you about the shock value. The shock, here in French, the absorption, I would say, of your foot in them is very, very good. I mean, it's very super comfortable. You don't need an insole in them or this kind of stuff. But maybe an insole would help in this pair right here when it comes to the width. So I might have to look at that. But it doesn't really need them. I don't want to raise my heel up either in them, because the insole that's built into it is very good, very comfortable. For first thing I want to have, I got some water here. But we're not going to use the water just yet. First thing we need to do is actually brush them off. So I have a homemade kit right here. I got a brush. I got a couple of brushes in here. I've got even another one. I've got a towel rag right here to wipe things off with. And I have some, this is called Sapphire Smooth Leather. And this is a saddle soap right here. I got this right here from a shop here. It's not easy getting this, by the way. I don't know why. I would rather use some of the Kiwi brands, but this right here this seems quite nice. I've used it before on another pair of boots. First thing you want to do is you want to brush them off, get any kind of dirt, this kind of stuff off of them. And there's nothing heavy on here, just getting the dust off of them. I have been camping several times in them, and so from inside the tongue, let's get all that out of it, And here I have it all on the table, brush it off. I don't have any gunk on the bottom, this kind of stuff. It's a vibrant sole on it. But then what you do is you take it and you get you an applicator. I have a small applicator right here. And what you want to do is you want to, with this right here, I'll pour a little bit of, I'm going to put a little bit of water in it, but I'm going to do it a little differently here. Because I'm going to see, well, it worked. I didn't spill it all over the place here. And you want to just use your brush, do some, turn it in there. What you want to do is pick up some of the soap, the saddle soap is in it, and then you're just going to start putting it on the boot, applying it all over the boot. You're getting a foam going here. Now, a lot of people like to, especially from the Army days, they want to put like some kind of product on them that's going to hold on to the color. I'm not too into that. I like I want the boots to basically, I want them to start seeing, the life they live, present the life that they've had, So if I've been through a bit of a, they've gone through a bit of mess, it's gonna resemble that in the leather. The patina is what a lot of people call it. I like to leave the patina on there. I don't want to take that away by putting some kind of a polish on it or some kind of any kind of special products like that there. I mean, and this leather right here has actually been treated, so it really is almost waterproof or water resistant. So anyway, I'll rub this on it right here really well. I want to get that in there, but I don't want to get them too wet. They're going to stay as dry as possible, I would say. Anyway, and that's it with that part. That's it with that part there. If I can stop spilling it everywhere, stop dropping it everywhere. Anyway, then you want to wipe all this off. And you don't want to use anything else but just a dry rag or something like that to wipe it off. Even a dry sponge might work. I don't know. I haven't tried it with a dry sponge yet before. And you just want to wipe all that soap off of it. And with it, you're taking some of the, you're taking the dirt with it also. And some of the products that's in it too. It actually does clean it pretty well. So you have to be aware of that too. Make sure you get all around the eyelets. You clean all that out there with it. But you just want to wipe all that off. Okay. And set them aside. And let them dry. Let's see, something I got a little bit more of this in the eyelets here. And there it. That's it, That's how you clean these things, okay? Especially when you leave the patina. It's not like back in the Army days where we would basically strip them down, or we had filled boots. We just basically, we couldn't allow the patina to stay because we had to keep them black. So, and also that protected that leather. This has been treated differently, and it doesn't need all of that on it. And you just sit there and let it dry naturally, and there you go. Your boots are all cleaned up. Now, I also have the PH boots, and this is almost like a suede material right here. And I'm fine with cleaning them up with the soap right here. We're gonna do the same thing. I'm not gonna take the lace out of them because this is not a leather tongue that's on it. I'm just gonna brush them down pretty well. They haven't been in the mud and stuff. I'm just gonna get all of this, any kind of excess dirt off of them. Wipe them down, a little bit like that here. And it's actually pretty good the way they are. I mean, I haven't had any mud in, but I'm going to just a little bit so you guys can see also. I don't even know if these boots, if you should be doing this with these boots right here, but I'm going to clean them anyway. And just get all this lower part of the boot, which has seen, now I wore these things right here. I've been wearing them this winter, like for the city and this kind of like that, because they're so comfortable. And they're very, very comfortable shoes. They're not waterproof whatsoever. I mean, and you will get cold in them. I do remember getting cold in them just standing around outside with them on this right here, and you do get cold in them. So anyway, we're going to I like the idea of darkening them up a little bit. And they look a little strange with this yellow mustard material here, but they work okay. I mean, it's not a problem. I mean, I wore them with some jeans, Now we're going to go ahead and just wipe all that off as best we can. Make sure you get down, you know, along the sides right here. Get your finger in there. If you get it on the canvas, it's not a big deal. It's not the end of the world. There we go. These right here. Now they'll dry up, and you can see the difference in a pair that's not been cleaned. This pair right here. But I'm fine with that. I mean, being that way. I mean, I like them a little bit darker anyway. I don't like black boots, but I like these are here a little bit darker. But anyway, that's it. That's how you clean them up. And I'm going to go ahead and finish these other pair up off camera. But just a little bit of feedback about the boots, about the comfort level. Like I said, they're super comfortable. I do recommend these, but get them in the right size. They break in very, very quickly. I've never had anything break in this quickly before. Even tennis shoes, they don't break in as quickly as I here do. I've looked inside of them, and you can see where the foot is actually the patina on the inside from wearing them. One thing that's also good about these hot weather boots, especially cleaning them off every once in a while, is that you will sweat and all that salt goes into the boot. It's good to try to get some of that out if you can, because that will stain the outside white. And the way to get rid of that, we used to do it in the Army. We used to take some vinegar and clean the outside of the boot, and then finish cleaning the boot and then polishing them up, this kind of stuff. Because a lot of Army bases are in the South, so I spend a lot of time in hot weather areas. And yeah, these are like a suede feel to them. You know, when you touch the leather, it's like you're touching the outside maybe of the leather. I'm not really sure, but it feels great. It's a great boot. And like I said, just getting the size right, that's the biggest deal. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you take my recommendations. If you want a good hot weather boot for hunting or for just, you know, working or whatever, you know, this pair right here, these PH Safaris, they're fantastic. And they do have some other versions of this online, and they're great. This has a Vibram sole on it, which is non-slip. I've never had any problems with it. And it's been fantastic. I've really been happy, like I said, except for the sizing. Anyway, hope you all have a pleasant evening. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you've gotten some proper feedback. I've had lots of questions about these, and I wanted to make a part 2 video covering both pairs of boots, especially the PHs. I've had a lot of questions about them. And are they worth the money? I do agree that they are worth the money, but I would say, you know, get your sizing right. You know, you can buy a pair off the shelf, but you need to, and if you have them come around somewhere, try them on, walk around with them, make sure that they, you know, like I said, in the very beginning, it's going to be different. Putting your foot in is going to be difficult. But once you've got them broken in, that goes in without any problem, comes off without any problem. A good pair of medium weight wool socks. And it's just getting this front part sorted out. You know, like I said, I feel like they're a little bit too wide, and they're definitely too long. So anyway, there you go. Hope you all have a pleasant evening. Take care of yourselves. I look forward to hearing from you and your feedback in my comment section. And if you have any questions, please let me know. Take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.